Hello, fellows. I wonder if you can hear me. I wonder if you can hear that. Yeah, kind of. Probably about as much as I want you to. You could probably hear it from the mic and the... Yeah, I don't know. Which one was I on? Probably the one with the least amount of money. Yeah. Our mods are there so we can carry logs and cut down whatever trees we feel like. Because I am a deforester at heart. I hate trees. Oops. Oh yeah, this is... Sorry. I just realized. You would have been looking at the sky the whole time. Man, last night I was streaming Crusader Kings 3 and I forgot that there was a group of, or a religion, or a something, culture, Adam and Eve or something, and they're naked. So I just had like boobs just on the screen, and it was full screen, and I couldn't get out of it real quick, so it was like up there on the screen for a good 10 seconds. I was like, oh, cool. I have 17 subscribers and I'm about to get canned. No, not canned, but... Okay, so what am I doing here? What farms do I own? Or which, yeah, my favorite one. And I have no money. Or I have like 70 grand. So, let's take a look. This is probably why I quit. Yes, this is exactly why. It was a silent rage quit. I remember now. Look at that. It's a heavy duty straps, but the magic trailer that just, these things just stick to it. See? It's magic. Oh my goodness. Do I wanna listen to some true crime on the back of this. I made a freaking video and it's supposed to be a short. I don't know why it's not. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Behavior panel. Oh no, that's not what we wanted to do. I'm going to do this. And filters and Creative Commons. Actually, no, we don't want this. We're not in the mood for the behavior panel. We're in the mood for JCS and Hasanabi. That guy's a martial artist. Views. The honeypot technique. Have I? listen to this?
Is murder back right now? Is murder back on the menu? Are we doing murder? Murder.
Back on the menu, boys.
Murder train. I think post no, go back. Okay, we're gonna do murder. We're doing 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 murder.
Can y'all hear Hasanabi?
It's too dangerous to keep
Oh no, you
live.
can't.
Yeah. No, it's we. Okay, here.
Or at least.
This is Grant Hardy,
And
known as a loving family man to his
macOS
devoted wife
audio
Linda and their
capture
16-year-old daughter. Grant also had a long but tarnished history in police service. In
application.
1990, he joined the Fayetteville, Arkansas Police Force as a patrolman.
Oh shit, we got Arkansas and we got murder.
Google
Oh my
Chrome.
god, dude. What's the
Okay,
username
audio
with
mixer.
100 gifted subs? Giving 100 people the opportunity to avoid the ads. Thank
Cool.
you. What's the username for the 100 gifted subs?
It's
To
probably
avoid
too
them.
loud.
Okay, some of them I cannot describe to you. Alright.
Where he spent a year until he was fired.
Alright, is that too loud?
Then transferred to
Is
Huntsville.
this too loud?
Also spent a year as a
You're from the
patrolman
city?
for-
Remember
Let's
these
go.
square?
In
Square?
1993, he
Square?
transferred once more to Eureka
Square?
Springs, Arkansas, where he advanced to field training officer. He stayed there until late 1996
I
when
need
he
to
was
turn
allowed
that
to
up.
resign after falsifying a report. After almost 20 years, he then re-entered the police force and advanced to police chief in Gateway, Arkansas. At the time of his arrest, he was working at the Northwest Arkansas
Cops,
Community
man.
Correction Center in Fayetteville. On February 23rd, 2017, Hardin pulled up beside the trunk of James Appleton, who was parked on Gam Ridge Road in Gateway, Arkansas, and shot him through the head. Another driver heard the shot and easily recognized Hardin, having known the other man for most of his life. After killing Appleton, Hardin
That's what happens when you do a crime in Arkansas, bro. Everybody knows
Is
each
this
other.
the
So they're like,
terrifying one?
everybody's like,
the guy
okay,
who
well,
won't
yeah,
admit?
that right there is
He's like,
Bo.
you know.
I know him. I know everybody
He's
in the
not
city.
gonna
You
admit.
know, I know everybody in the state. We're in Arkansas. That's my cousin's uncle. Also happens to be my brother at the same time. Literally, my family talks about that shit so much.
returned home and took his family out to dinner. Although he was visibly upset, he wouldn't tell them what was wrong. Instead, he only told his wife, "Just know I love you. God will take care of you." On their way home, they were stopped at a roadblock and Hardin was taken in for questioning.
Right hand turned over for
Is this that guy? I hope not, because that guy's infuriating.
back of your hand. You'll turn your hand back over. Yep. Think so.
Ugh,
And do the same thing with the left palm. Think
once
so.
I hear his voice, I'll know.
Hardin sits angled in a corner of the room, his heavy breathing the first sign of his distress. The second is the nervous tic which causes his head to jerk sharply to the side. He manages to control it when Detective Chamberlain enters the room
Nice.
and prepares to give him a gunshot residue test. After being
GSR.
searched for weapons, he is allowed to use the restroom before questioning begins.
You don't have any
GSR test, baby.
weapons on you, do you? Okay, let me search you real quick. Just place your hand up on the wall. Let's go back, okay?
See, Hassan?
There's just keys and
I'm a better streamer than you.
So where do you
I
want to
don't
go?
know how I keep up with my chat.
Alrighty, if you want to step right out here.
I ate 4 pieces of cinnamon toast, and it's absurd how much
Bro, this is
sugar I
like-
put on
No
there.
wonder he's a.
I think I might be diabetic soon.
Wait, he killed the chief of police? But I thought he was the chief of police. He
was.
looks like he's
He
the chief
is.
of police because he's
He's
like,
like a
straight
thumb.
foamed out. Like he's the most foamy boy I've seen. Immediately, my mind goes, okay, well that's the chief of police. Like everybody knows this. The more thumb-like you
It's like a
are, the higher your police ranking is. It's like how
Nope.
white people derive their power from their racism. You know what I mean? The more racist you are, the more power you have, the more powerful you are. Than like the Ku Klux Klan, for example. He lives in Arkansas. You have to factor that in. Do a lot of people look like cops or thumbs in Arkansas?
That was okay. I'm driving reckless again.
You can put that back in your pocket if you want, man. I just, you know how it is. You're in correction, so you know
Let's see
we
what's going
take
on
people to
here.
the bathroom, we don't want them taking stuff in there. And stuff and whatever. Not that you worry, but
loot.
Yeah. Or that you even may just forget it and then on accident, you know?
This was hardly worth it. Yeah, I did mow a lot of grass.
Right, okay.
Did I? I think I mowed the grass up there.
I'm gonna take the Chamberlain. I know we have James Chamberlain.
Who?
He used to be a police officer somewhere. Or, I recognize you, but I wasn't 100%
This is
sure
the
where I knew you
guy.
from. Somebody said that you used to be a police officer in Gateway or something like that. Okay.
And the constable.
No, it's
You were
not the
constable
guy.
here too. For Big County?
Yeah.
For Big County.
It's
okay,
a
that's what I was
different
thinking.
guy that is equally as infuriating, but not nearly as scary.
Was elected one term, 2 different terms, but not
Okay.
together.
Not together, so on two separate occasions.
Nearly
Okay.
as
When they return,
terrifying.
Chamberlain allows Harding to take back his keys, casually chatting to establish a connection between
I was
them
thinking
based on
of the
being fellow officers.
cop who
This is usually done to gain trust, and
like
get the suspect to
trained
relax and open up.
this younger cop,
A second detective
and the younger
enters,
cop
and she
one
suddenly
night
sits
got a
down
call
to
about a
observe.
prowler
Harding is asked about his
walking
history
in
law
between
enforcement and is forthcoming with
houses
his
and
answers.
looking at this like hot girl. Like everybody's like, yeah, dude, she's really hot. We know what you were doing. You were peeping. You were stalking. But he was being a prowler, and he just like the cop that he trained shined his light on him, and he's like telling him like, come here, and he acted like he didn't hear him, just standing next to the house, and started walking away, and the cop was like, raise your hands, and he pulled his gun out on him, and then he found out that he was like his mentor cop. He's like, what is going on here? And he's dressed in all black, but yeah, it was awful, because his cop buddy like got a real slap in the face of reality.
However, you may waive your right to you may waive your right to advice and counsel. And your right to
People
remain silent. You may answer
are
questions,
shitty.
make statements without consulting the lawyer if you so desire. You understand that?
You know?
All I did was read this to you. I
This
put
is
the
not
CDF,
worth
all of it. If I can get you to sign, I'm sorry.
This is not
If I can
worth
get you to
it.
sign there by what I put, that's what I signed. Right here. Sorry,
How much
I
are
know
oats worth?
There's too many X's on that page.
If they're worth a lot,
That's a different
then
spot than where
22.
you get your pressure name, and I'll sign the other side over there.
Whatever, man. You know what we could do? Just to save time. Let's get up
The day is the 23rd,
and
the
mow some
23rd.
grass. Mow some grass.
It's 9:17, yeah.
Side is the old pipe on. I can never remember. Let's mow some grass.
Okay, here's the thing, I want to talk to you about what you've done today, okay? Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there what's the name of that road you're on? I'm sorry, Neat Ridge?
I'm not gonna say anything after we read those rights yet.
Okay.
Oh, he's so infuriating.
What today?
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, I'm kinda sickly.
I'm kind of sickly.
To what I'm here for.
Fucking loser.
Okay. So you don't want to explain what you got today?
I
Did you
seriously, I
have-
want
is there a reason
a
why?
piece of this guy.
And I don't know why. And so,
I want a piece of him.
what was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Don't want to buy some
So you're
land,
telling me that
keep
you're
it
not talking right now?
forever.
I'm gonna remain silent.
I can't borrow any more
Okay,
money.
cool. Hang tight right here for just a few minutes, okay?
After being given
I
his
do
Miranda
like
rights,
this one.
Harding shuts down, his voice becoming monotone. When asked to recount the events of his day, he refuses, saying that he will not answer because they have read his rights and claims to feel sickly about being there.
Stuff do I have?
The detectives leave the room for several minutes to
Where's
discuss
my
their
mower?
approach.
Over here.
This is also a psychological move because it gives the suspect time to worry about what is happening and what information they might have. If they are lucky, this will make him trip himself up when he answers their questions.
Hi, I'm Detective Cordier. I think we've
I'm
got
the
one
detective.
Yeah, please. Background on patrol.
Okay, I talked to my boss. Maybe I think I was confused. Or I may have confused you on what's going on here. I can't tell you exactly why you're here, and you being a police officer, you understand that. I need to rule you out as a suspect in a crime that's been committed, and that's why we got
Do I
you
wanna
here. So
keep
we need
this
to talk
field?
to you, find out where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay,
I do.
So I don't know if I scared you with the
think-
gang or
Bro, this makes no sense. How the are you like a cop and you don't understand
save
that you are
this.
being detained
this
and
field.
also like you're being questioned for like how are you a cop, murder someone, and then turn around and you're like, I don't know. Like it literally shows that you're
No.
just I guess like
That's
it doesn't take
the
much to be a cop.
strategy.
I don't really understand it. Like this is
You
kind of
say
what
you
you do,
don't
bro.
know.
This is kind of what you do. How do you not know the moves? They're doing
does.
the
He's
thing.
doing the
This is how
moves.
smart Arkansas cops are. It's wild to me.
He's
what,
doing the
but that's
actual
why I was
moves.
trying to. I can't. You see the position that I'm in. I can't tell you why
Does
you're
it
here, but
mow
at the same time,
that?
I need
Does
to.
it really mow the?
I need to rule you out into
I mean, it
something.
should.
Does that make sense?
If it does, I'll be
Entering the
happy.
room, Detective Chamberlain proceeds to explain that he can't tell Hardin why he was being questioned and tries again
But
without success to get him to relax.
Wasteful.
Hardin remains adamant in his refusal to answer questions. As a former officer,
need a
he has
snack
to know that this
like
is only making him look more suspicious the longer he refuses to cooperate. He also hasn't requested a lawyer,
I wish I
which
could
makes
hire
the
a
job
worker.
more
I'm
difficult for
gonna
the
turn this
detective.
off. Get out.
Legally,
So
they're
I'm
not
not
forced to
running
answer
there.
any questions, so they must proceed carefully if they're going to get any answers. Hardin is possibly stalling for time while he tries to think of a convincing story, but it is more likely that he knows that there's nothing he can say that won't incriminate him or be disproven.
I mean, or would you be willing to talk to me about your day, knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm at a loss here, and I need to clear you from something. And if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about. And that's kind of where we're at.
Well,
Does that-
yes, I would have liked to, but before
Yeah.
the rights were read, so
Okay.
not knowing what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you, but when we interview, kids and it's everybody. Once you come into our facility, we that's something we have to do. It's not something, it's not just something we're doing for you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us. Because, I mean, it's just like anything else that we do. We have to cover all of our bases. And that's what we did by reading you those rights. So we need to know. I mean, does that make sense? Like, I know you've been a police officer for a while now, so you understand, how everything works. And so I've got to rule you out as a suspect. And if I can't do that, then we're at a standstill. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what happened today? Can you walk me through your day about what happened today?
I have to remain silent
Okay.
on that.
Okay. So you're
It's
telling.
not right.
Okay. So you're telling me you did do something today that was wrong. Then is that what I'm getting at? I mean.
I'm just,
Okay. So you just don't want to talk to me because
I don't understand what,
Ice cream.
they snatched me up out there and didn't really told me anything. I don't understand.
Okay.
Why I couldn't be told what's going on and
Okay. So I guess my question is this, knowing what I just told you, okay, I guess if it was me and I was, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this, or Grant, I did this, I was at, here, and here, and I would just be done with it, and that way you can get out of here. But at this point, like, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if I'm not explaining it right or what is going on here.
I just, once the rights have been read, I have to, it says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker, and you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of the investigation, a very serious criminal matter.
Okay.
Okay. And right now you're a potential suspect in that. Does that make sense?
I don't understand why I'm a suspect, no.
Well, that's for me to know, for you to tell me why you're not a suspect.
This is your time to kind of help us, help you
Okay.
figure
Tell me
out.
this.
I do apologize, I'm fully
No, I'm not mad at you.
I'm going to exercise my right to be silent.
Okay. So just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that. Where do you live at? We can do this all night. I mean, it doesn't bother me. You're going to continue to be a suspect until I
It
find
does
out
bother him.
otherwise.
Okay?
Nothing that-
It bothers him a lot. But he can go and come back.
After several
Bother
attempts to
him.
change his mind and make a statement, Hardin still refuses. He asks if he is free to leave, but is told that he is a potential suspect. Still feigning ignorance, he asks why he is a suspect. This is where it feels like the detective is pushing against the edges of
Yeah,
the law
aren't
by
you
claiming
allowed
that
to
Hardin
leave?
has to show why he is not a suspect. This is not true. Hardin has invoked his right to silence and is not legally obligated to answer any more questions.
He's allowed to leave, right?
Normally when this happens, the suspect is either charged with a crime or is released. Possibly sensing her partner's frustration, Detective Cordero intervenes. In a gentle, friendly voice, she tells Hardin that this is the time where he needs to help him. She is a direct contrast to Chamberlain, who has been sharper and more aggressive with Hardin. It seemed to be a classic good cop, bad cop setting, which serves to throw Hardin off balance and also to see which approach he responds to best. After once more repeating his intention to remain silent, the detectives leave. While Cordero is calm, her partner is visibly frustrated and may be having difficulty controlling himself enough to proceed with questioning. This can be dangerous in an investigation because a lawyer can easily find a way to declare any confession during the interview inadmissible if it is gained by coercion, force, or intimidation.
Hello?
Come in.
I was looking for a detective.
You want me to get it for you?
Well, I need to go
You need to go where?
home or get ready for work, you know, but,
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get it for you.
okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
No problem. You need anything
I
else?
think you just walk out.
No, I hate being, I hate,
What do they just not have door locks in Arkansas? What's going on? They just like let people, they let people
They
that they
should just
detained walk out of the room. If they, luckily there was someone there. Like, what the f is happening, dude? It's because he's a cop. Yeah, I guess when you're a cop and you do a murder, they're like, well, I mean,
just
you're
leave.
supposed to do it on the job, you know. And if you're doing it off the job, like we'll still try to defend you, but like you know, there's a limitation.
Not being able to talk, but usually after they read my rights, or after you read, after they read
Yeah, I
my
don't
rights,
hate
I just feel
cops
like
as
I
much as Hassan
need
does.
to be silent.
What do you mean?
Well, that's, nobody asked me anything or told me
I don't
anything
hate
before.
cops at all, honestly.
Not necessarily
I like
you,
'em.
you've been real good to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just taking you up here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they asked me to bring you up here, so, the
Where I
detective is
grew
the
up.
one that has all that information,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
And he said he couldn't give it to me
The cops are
Oh, we did?
right now.
like the best of the best.
I mean, what time do you need to be
It had to be
back?
though,
So,
because I grew up in a town full of Karens. It was like known to be like a snooty town in a suburb of Houston.
So I can get there and sign in before
So the cops were pretty chill.
10:45,
You gotta sign in.
Well, they weren't chill, that's the wrong word. They were known to pull you over for everything. But it was because they wanted to keep the city nice and safe. And it worked. One time, we were like 15, 16. And my friends and I were at my friend's house, and he lived in a new building development. And so back behind his house was just a bunch of woods. And so we brought our BB guns out there. It's not like woods, but it was just like wooded area in between two residential areas. And so we brought our BB guns out there, not thinking twice about it. Because we were idiots, and we were shooting birds.
Dude,
We got a
police hate
woodpecker.
this
I
man. With one
remember.
simple trick, with one
You
simple
shot
trick,
it.
you can basically
feel
get
bad
away
about
with
it.
murder, which is one, be a cop,
It's a
and two,
woodpecker.
don't answer any questions.
Uh-huh.
3, walk out of the
A
basement
cop comes
when
down
they
there
leave you
with his
alone.
gun
He's
pulled
like, yeah, I
on
don't
us,
know what's going on. I need to
made
get
us
back
all
home.
get on the
Oh,
ground.
Okay. All right, well, you have
Faces
fun
on
now.
the ground.
Okay,
I
Bo.
can't
Okay,
remember
now,
how
Bo.
we were.
Just walk out of the precinct,
He's
sir.
like, everybody on your face. Their guns were pointed at us. They're like, "Ugh." Like, oh, it's just a BB gun, man. That was before all this insanity. So, you know that they're hardcore cops.
Okay, yeah, I think she may be coming up pretty deep. I'm not really sure though.
Because you're not
They tell
hardcore
you about as much as they tell you, you know what I'm saying?
unless you live hardcore.
So,
No.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I understand what you're saying. I mean, like I said,
There's ice cream.
I mean, I think you can,
I haven't had ice cream
right? I mean, I think you
in
can.
a long time.
I mean,
Butter pecan and vanilla.
you know, but those guys, I'll figure out what
You guys hate on buttered pecan, but
let them know you're trying to get out of here.
it's good.
So, I'll let them know you want help.
Like, what is he even
Pecan
thinking?
pralines
He's
and
just, like,
cream is
feigns
good, too.
ignorance. Like, he's just gonna. I just don't understand. He's like,
But the
come on,
best
just let me
was
leave. I don't know
homemade
what's going
in the
on. Dude.
shade.
I'm trying to help your investigation.
Bluebell
officer. And
flavor.
they're like, all right,
It was
yeah,
just homemade
he
vanilla, which
defeated us,
is
bro.
so good.
He got
There's
us
like
again.
salt in it or
He got us
something.
good.
It makes it so good. But the in the shade part was just a big, like a slice of
Hardin checks the door.
just hard,
calls out to
dark
Officer
chocolate.
Although he knows he isn't supposed to leave, he tells the officer he has to get ready to go to
It
work.
wasn't chocolate
This might
fudge
seem
or
like
anything.
strange
It was
behavior
like
under the circumstances,
hard,
but it gives him an
like
opportunity
dark
to probe someone new for
chocolate.
information.
So
It's
good.
worth the risk to see if someone lower on the chain of command might not know he isn't supposed to have any details, or may let something slip by accident.
Yikes.
If that was his intention, it doesn't work, but officer leaves to look for a detective.
16.
I'm not ready for you to go again, so you're not gonna be able to go.
feel?
What was the deal? I just went. I was gonna go. Oh, you're not gonna go. Okay, yeah, no, you're not gonna go.
Okay, no, you're not gonna go. This field is worth like 70 grand.
Wow, what a productive interaction. You're not going. So, I guess he's detained?
Chamberlain returns, and once again Hardin asks to leave. The detective denies his request, although technically he should either charge Hardin with a crime, release him, or bring in an attorney.
Did he ask for an attorney? I know he's exercising his right to remain silent, but did he ask for an attorney?
Detective Cordero is talking to your wife right now. I talked to her a little bit, so I kind of got a timeline of where you were and where you weren't today. We don't know what happened, okay?
They can't let him go,
My thing is, I'm trying to get your side of the story, okay?
because then he will give a story to his wife. So they gotta get the wife's story before they let him go.
I'm not trying to get you in any
I
trouble.
think.
I'm not trying to get her in any trouble, okay? You got a little daughter, 16, who
Because if they just let him go,
parents, okay?
which I feel like legally they need to very soon,
I'm trying to get home. Like, I really.
but
I
they
want to see how
probably
much
like,
longer
we
he
have
can
to make
hold
sure
out
that he
with this
doesn't.
technique. Also, that cop, I mean, that other cop is really bad too.
I know what was said in your time. I know everything.
That he doesn't tell his wife what to say.
Okay, I don't know if you had a problem with that
Colluding.
for a while, or and this was an accident, or you maliciously chased him down, or what happened. But
I don't
if
know
get
what
your side
did
of the story,
happen.
I will never know. Okay? You know I know. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I wouldn't be talking to them right now.
You know I know, dog. He's like, you know I ain't gonna say anything. So why are you talking to me still?
To what happened that day. And if I came across as being rude or upset or whatever, I'm sorry, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm
He's
just,
like, I don't care.
I'm just trying to get a
I know what happens, or what's going on,
Okay.
but, I just have to invoke my right.
Am I right?
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to give me your side of the story. That's what you're telling me. That I've got
This is why police unions are so devastating, okay? Because normally, if he was on the job and that was like an on-the-job murder or whatever, they immediately supply you with a lawyer. It's wild that he's just like continuing to hold frame and saying like, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. So clearly he understands like, speaking to cops is never going to be helpful because he himself is one. But weirdly enough, he doesn't realize that the second part of that is like getting a lawyer. I mean, obviously I don't want him to get one because,
Yeah, I
him,
thought
but also
he must
because
have
that's what you're
said that
supposed to
on
do.
put together what your wife has told me, what the crime scene told me. I mean,
What I'm saying is, I have the right to remain silent.
that's true, you do.
I'm not saying I don't want to tell you anything, or help you guys, or anything. I'm just saying
You're saying that. He's like, I'm not saying I don't want to help you guys. I really do. But also, I don't want to help you guys. I really don't. I don't want to help you guys because I'm very, very much, responsible for the murder.
you told me I have the right to remain silent.
That's true, I do. Just because I told you you had a right to remain silent doesn't mean you have to remain silent.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think me and Hassan would be friends. Well, we'd get along. I don't have friends.
Right to remain silent.
Okay, and I'm telling you that's your right, but at the same time, if
I don't need
if you
friends.
don't walk me through what happened and why it happened, then there's no way for me
Then
to
you're
get
just gonna look like a callous murderer, a cold-blooded killer.
You're right, you're right. You're right, look. You got chapter 1, you got chapter 2, chapter 3. Chapter 1 is
what are these analogies, bro? Just be like, why is he dancing around the issue? This is the worst cop. Best cop in Arkansas, by the way. It's so funny. They're both just so bad.
What happened today, what started out today, how your day started. Chapter 2 is what led up to the incident. And chapter 3 is you
Tell you what, though.
about
Arkansas State Troopers.
because I don't have any of that information. I know you went to eat.
I don't know why they're so aggressive. But do not run from the state troopers in Arkansas. I guess it's a big drug corridor. Because they will pit maneuver you at 80 miles an hour. They don't care. They're like the...
What is he saying?
What are those? Berserkers. They just soup up their cars and put a big cage on them and they go out. Just run people off the road at high speeds.
Bro, I feel like
There's
no one goes
Florida
to jail
man
in Arkansas because
for
the
FOIA.
detectives are too stupid to get a single confession. They're
And
literally
there's
too dumb
Arkansas
to be
State
cops,
Troopers
which is really just a low bar to begin with. You know what I mean?
for
Also, the dude
the
is
dash
smiling.
cams.
He's like, yeah, goddamn, I found another
Amazing.
one just as dumb as I am.
stuff. Man, I'm gonna go get some more ice cream. This stuff is so good.
And I don't know if you think trying to trick you or do whatever, but if I don't collect all the pieces that I need, I can't get your side of the story, and that's the issue that I have. And I don't know what's holding you up. I don't know what's holding you up from telling your side of the story. Do you just don't want to tell me your side of the story?
I'm just silent.
No, I get that. I understand that. Like, that part you've made completely clear. You told me several times.
I just don't want to remain that way.
Okay. I guess I'm having a hard time understanding that.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Okay. You know what? There's no reason for you to be sorry. I think later on,
This guy didn't go to jail, I feel like. This technique is working.
there may be a reason for you to be sorry, but it's not right now. You talking to me and trying to get me trying to pull the truth out of you that's no reason to be sorry.
Still pressing for questions, the detective says he already knows everything that has happened and has evidence. Hardin will not budge. He apologizes several times, but will give no details about his day or any reason for his crime. The investigation is at a standstill.
Do you realize that you're looking at some very, very serious charges here?
No, I don't know that.
Okay. Well, you are. I can tell you that much.
Did I miss it? Did he ever mention what the crime is? Like, because I was looking and I was still watching, but I was wondering, like, I was too embarrassed to ask, but like, why hasn't he mentioned the crime yet? Or like anything? Like, this is, at this point, you have to at least be like, because if he's just gonna keep pleading the fifth, like, you just gotta be like, just start asking questions, like, what did you do after you went, after you left Lowe's? You know what I mean? And just like keep hammering on specifics so you can catch him in a lie or something. Like, what is this technique?
And if it was an accident, it was an accident, and that's all it was. But if you intentionally went out to hurt somebody, that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. Okay?
Okay, this is the last sweet.
I'll let you think about it. I'll give you one more chance here in a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm not telling you that. You know, Rabbit, I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I'm not. I know, you know. We have witnesses that put you there. The two cars that drove by. Look, man,
I think Ella might be dead, honestly.
I just want to know why it happened. Okay? You realize you did it right in front of somebody.
What the is happening, dude? Bro, I know he knows the truth, but he literally could not come across like a man who does not know the truth more than the way he's speaking right now. Like, he literally sounds like a guy who's clueless. He's like, it's called the be an absolute
good day
dump
today.
technique.
We
We're just
did,
like, I
we had
know
a
you
good
know, And we know that you know we know. That's right.
Love it.
The thing that may or may not have happened, and you were there, and there were witnesses. They placed you there, and you know the thing. Come on, come on. This is the #1 detective in Arcane.
Get around you, but physically, I need you. Like, I don't.
Bella, you're doing good, aren't you?
I'm gonna tell you my side of the story. If you
You haven't told your side of the. I want to know more about this guy. I want to hear his side of the story because he hasn't really said. He said so much yet absolutely nothing at the same time, which is incredible. He literally
He said
just like
nothing.
managed to talk about book writing, talk about what this man's day looks like. This is the worst investigative work I've ever seen. This is the worst interrogation I've ever seen.
like to talk to me about what happened and what happened out there, then I'm about that. But if not, I'm going to sleep good tonight regardless of whether you want to
I
talk to
doubt
me
it.
about what happened or not.
Now
He's
he's
not gonna
goading
sleep
him.
I
good.
don't think you will. Honestly, I don't think you will. Okay? Think about it for a few minutes and I'll come back here.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I won't because I'm stuck in this room apparently. I'm in purgatory. I'm in interrogation purgatory where I can't go outside of the room. I tried to ask the concierge to let me out and they said no.
Hotel California.
You know and I know and we know that you know that we know.
In an effort to get Hardin to speak, Detective Chamberlain uses what could be considered a leading tactic by saying the whole thing may have been an accident that could be cleared up with an explanation. Both of them know this isn't true. This might have
That's
worked on
not
someone
leading.
with no police training, but Hardin knows that
That's
his
very
only
common.
chance, however slim, is to remain silent. He's left alone with the possibility of being held all night in the hope that
Say
it'll give
it was
him
an
time.
accident. I think it could have been. Speculating.
Bro, this is like Grand Theft, or not Grand Theft Auto, what am I saying? This is like Japanese level torture for the record. This is like why they tell you if you ever get like caught doing a crime in Japan, you have to admit to it. Even if you literally were not actually doing the crime, it's better that you admit to it, they let you off, rather than engage in the process. And that's why they have a 99.9% conviction rate. That's not even a joke. This is like, they literally will, they have a 99% conviction rate in Japan, and that's because they literally just like straight up give you like a baby sentence, if you say yes, or if you don't, they will throw you in jail, like forever.
Just, come on, I'm sorry.
What? Oh. I thought I said we're going to YouTube. Why does he look like he's smiling?
Hardin's wife, Linda, who has already been questioned, is leaving for the night. She is requested to be able to hug her husband first, and Chamberlain allows Hardin to see his family. A smart
Ooh,
move,
he's gonna
his
listen
wife
to
might beg him to speak, or just seeing her might be enough to get him to speed the process along in an effort to spare his family even more pain. His wife and daughter enter, and he hugs them awkwardly, telling his wife that he loves her and assuring his daughter that it would be okay. Neither one of them seems to believe him.
I just thought I'd check on you. Do you want anything to drink or do you use the restroom?
Well, yeah, I need to go pee.
I need to go home because I gotta get ready for work.
Let me work out.
Okay.
Do you want something to drink too? Some water?
No, I'm about to leave.
Yeah, get some blue.
I'm actually about to leave. And I wish I cut those white flowers.
Hey, so what's it, you need to take a bathroom break, man? Yeah, come on. Thank you.
Yeah. It'll be like that sometime. Major feel like, does he know something we don't? Like, he's a cop, right? I think he knows something we don't, where it's like, if you just do this silent agreement for long enough, they let you go.
Inside of a coffee can.
It's just like, I guess we
bigger
don't
coffee
know
can
that, but like, cops know
filled
that
with
they're like,
ice
oh
and
man,
salt.
police hate this man. It's like, if you
Rolling
just
around.
remain silent, you can brute
And
force the
turn into
interrogation
ice
process and speed run the game. You can the one
Or at
free
least
kill
whatever
that way.
frozen coffee creamer tastes like.
You don't understand how
Probably
bad
like
this
ice
is
cream.
going. Man, I remember being on patrol and running into you one night. Tell me I was called back then. And way back in oh, I was just in almost, I guess almost 3 years now.
He's like, no, I don't think I was there.
Yeah, something like that.
Shoot, why didn't I empty this? Because I'm not
Oh, absolutely. I work on these shifts, so, you know.
Okay,
you
donate.
always have my back. But I just don't
We're
understand how we
going
got to
to
this point.
the restaurant.
Well, I'm here to listen. You're willing to talk.
I'm just ready to go to bed.
Thought he had to
This
go to
time,
work.
Detective Cordero returns alone. Since Hardin has so far refused to speak, it might have decided to capitalize on the fact that most suspects will be less on guard with the woman. Some believe that they are safer, more understanding. Others believe as if they are inferior and
Woman meta, very powerful.
more easily fooled. These feelings are often subliminal, making this choice all the more effective. She immediately begins to build a rapport on them based on a shared work history. She reminisces about a time when he had supported her on the job. This may or may not have actually happened, but it successfully
This is
plants in his
definitely
mind the
not
idea that
JCS.
she has his back and is on his side.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Me too. Me too.
The
And we could do that.
And clearly they shop at the same
is-
store.
You just talk to me.
I'm pointless in
I
some
just have to,
parts.
since he read those rights,
Like,
I have to stay, I have to
just
do the right.
unnecessary.
Well, what's the difference?
You know the difference.
No, what's the difference between knowing what the paper says and telling, you know, especially if it clears you out of everything. I mean,
Well, yeah, I see.
the way I look at it is, regardless if something happened or not, and if it
Yeah,
did,
I'm gonna be
if it
diabetic
was an
soon.
accident,
Decided.
well, tell me, like, help me help you. Like, I wanna know what I can
Where's my
do
truck?
for what happened today to be able to explain it to you.
I don't know what happened today, and I just need to.
You know, people are gonna have questions, your family.
Now, I have questions,
Well, exactly.
so.
So why can't
My man had his rights read to him, and he thought those were orders. Okay, it's like this entire time I thought, you know, when you said you have a right to remain silent, I thought you meant, you know, you shut up.
we figure this out together?
Well, we can, but I've been left in the dark on everything since.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I can't. There's certain things, but you know, there's certain things I can tell you and I can't tell
To
you.
the
But when you
restaurant.
start to tell me what you did today, starts to clear things.
You know, I
once
wrote
you
a
start telling me, I
song
can start telling you. That's how it works.
for my friend
Well, he
Taylor
hurt you.
and
You have to
and
help me
his
first.
wife.
So I think, yeah, of course. So I
And I
think that
have
happened
had it stuck in
what
my
we were doing
head for a
today.
good
I mean, I already
15
talked to your
years.
wife. I already talked to your daughter, who's really sick.
This is the weirdest interrogation I've ever watched on this channel, and we've watched so many that, like, you know, I'm an expert. I'm like basically Jimbo. I'm Jim Smith when it comes to interrogation. You know, just buttering him up right now. No, I see that. Jimbo was washed by the end of it, though. No, he wasn't. Jimbo never washed.
She's a really good kid.
Is it alright if I call you
The only step left is to talk to
darling?
each other and figure out, you know, come get down the bottom of it.
You.
What happened today?
Most girls
Well,
want
today,
to hear
any different
darling
than every other day.
from me. Can I drive you
And until then,
to
we're kind
your
of stuck.
house or to the nearest ice cream restaurant? Darling, you know forever your baby it
I'm
how
just
I
being
want it.
straightforward with you. I just
Sorry.
want to start from the beginning of the day and work our way down.
Buddy.
Fill in all the spots for me. So
Hey.
This guy's actually seriously good. Yeah, I really thought that he was gonna be worse. He's kind of crushing this interrogation. It's also incredible how easy it is. I mean, he literally he did the murder in broad daylight, which implies that he's not very good at like doing murders, especially for a cop. Or he thought that he had his uniform on or something. Okay, but I've never seen a situation where you just like all you gotta do is well, you told me what my rights are and I have to do it.
I can understand.
Tired.
We can start from the very beginning.
Tired and I'm jonesing
You
for
probably slept in because you work nights. I work nights. Trust me, I work nights for almost 4 years.
True.
You
I
understand
never did
how
can never
that
know.
sleep schedule is.
Yeah, I don't sleep, so
You know?
So
messed up.
you could, absolutely.
go to
You know, you can
TH.
switch to day shifts.
It's also weird that he's so calm when like he's functionally being detained. Like they haven't said it, but he is being detained. He can't leave, and yet he's so calm. It's like, yeah, no, I love, not disrupting my sleep cycle. You gotta get that good REM sleep. It's like, what is going on right now, bro? Like, why? Why are you so calm?
Your sleep's still gonna be messed up for a while. I still fight it every once in a while. You just sleep in today? Yeah. I bet you did. You could've got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up?
He really talks like
I don't even know.
he's so pathetic.
Around.
Oh, it's working! Oh my gosh, he just cracked him. Wow,
So
38 minutes,
pathetic.
and finally, the lady cracks him a little bit.
Dang.
That's usually what
Maybe
time
this
I
field
go to.
was worth it.
That sleeping was normal, though.
Oh my gosh, he did it! Dude, the
15.
Southern Belle voice
At
is
least
the most
40,000.
OP tool that the female meta has come out with. Straight up. You got that like, oh yes,
Let's,
I do.
let's get to
I love
planting
going to
something.
sleep and
How's
staying in. It's like breathy.
Okay. Browning.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah,
Tula
anything done
planting
today?
something with her voucher.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, he realized it. He's like, oh no.
Watch anything good on TV? Usually that's what I do. I eat and watch TV. I'll wake myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff.
Oh yeah. You watch the same episodes? Or like, do you have a specific TV show you would wake up and watch?
Wake up and watch a TV show? Do you have a favorite TV show you like to wake up and watch?
I can't tell if he like recognized that she's breaking him. She is breaking him though. I mean, he went from like, I don't want to tell you, but goddamn, you are so pretty. You are so pretty. You remind me of my daughter wife. I want to tell you all the truth.
That's kind of what I was
You're
trying
looking
to
so
do.
fertile right now. Oh my God. I would kiss you through a goddamn sheet.
That's what it's called. Right now, TV Land.
Oh, okay. What show's
I do like this voucher track.
Amy Griffith, stuff like that, yeah? Yeah?
They've been playing a lot of MASH.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not crazy about that.
So we will spend $26
It's a little
to
more
customize
more my time. I haven't really watched any of
a
that. I
one for
couldn't even tell you what it's
114
about.
that puts us at horsepower. Where's the horsepower?
Korean
Oh, yeah?
doctors and like a field hospital at the Korean War
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Alright.
Let's see.
That's really
Plant
just kind
your
of comedy.
cedar.
Oh, okay.
Bro, that is old as fuck, by the way. MASH? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's not too bad.
Your wife like that.
Oh yeah, I think she better watch other stuff. But that.
Yeah. Well, I guess that gets her by until something better comes on, right?
8 horsepower.
So did you watch
Okay.
that today? Was that on today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any movies? Anything good? Anything else?
You
Let's see.
Oh my God, she's
Put it on
doing
this
it.
side.
Oh, let me see. Let me go in right now. Let me tell you all about my day.
They had
I think the most effective technique is just like get an old person to talk about their TV. They can't shut the fuck up after that.
there was that hash, and I think, and then Watch Good and Smoke.
Oh, okay.
That was on there.
Yeah.
And then watch the
Deciding to take a more roundabout approach, Cordero leads with comments about his sleep schedule. Hardin responds, so she presses a bit more, talking about his television habits and what he watched that day. This may seem inconsequential,
Okay,
but
this
questions like this can
works.
help officers establish a timeline and
I kind of want
catch
to sell
suspects
the
alive.
truck
If, for instance,
and
the
buy
show
that
had moved to a
old
different time slot,
ass
or if the
tractor.
times don't add up when describing the rest of their day. Arden becomes more comfortable and rambles on
How
about
much
his
is
morning.
the truck worth? Did I just lease it?
Is it the new one or the
Yep,
old
I
one?
don't own the truck.
You know, I've seen the new one. They just came out like
But look, if
last
this
year.
tractor is only 60
No,
grand, it
I
has
didn't
150
really. I
horsepower.
guess I
But
should
it
probably
goes
start with the first
Yeah,
one.
it's kind of crazy.
Is it? Was it?
But my daughter had seen that, so we got her the other one to try and get her up to speed because it was didn't make any
It
sense.
didn't. I couldn't tell you what was going on even though I wanted to.
Well,
So is the first one good too?
oh well, it's kind of a big baby, you know.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit.
It's gonna be my workhorse.
So we watched some TV.
and
Do you have anything good for breakfast?
and some frosted flakes.
Hey, that is by far my favorite
I don't
cereal.
know.
No.
Oh my god, dude. Sometimes all fellas need is a woman to be like, what kind of TV do you watch? Ooh, I love Frosted Flakes too. And then they're like, I did the murder. I did the murder. I'm a murderer. I was doing the murder after my Frosted Flakes. Why can't I stop saying it?
No, it really? Hey, I love Frosted Flakes. I'm not gonna lie. My kids will cry at me because they think it's too
I
healthy.
think
but
soybeans is always the way to go.
What else did you do today? Anything fun?
Oats were good.
Any chores around the house stuff?
Soybeans
Just kind of lazy? Lazy day for you?
and milk.
Yeah. Just watch some TV.
Bro, what are those answers?
No household chores you want to
Get this guy
today?
rolling. We go grab our other tractor and we get the wind rower
Not today.
and we
Well, I made her peels up today for
row these rows of grass, or we rake these piles of grass into rows.
Yeah, east of
Yeah.
you.
Can you go remember that a little bit?
In front of David
And
Mustang
while we're doing
House.
that, we'll have a dude
Was there. You know where?
planting some soybeans.
Well, I bet you, I don't know. You know where the guy has, David Henson has all those.
Just that easy. We'll start him right there. We don't care if he misses that a little bit. And while we're here, we'll empty out.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That big house just past it on the left,
Mm-hmm.
in the north side, I guess.
Is it a white,
Yeah.
white house, right?
Get there,
Yeah, I think
get
I
there,
know
get
where it
That's
is.
what still Mustangs have it.
Mhm.
Just right in front of that, they got hit by that.
Yeah.
My drunk driver there,
Yeah.
and then of course, I don't know whatever happened to that, I don't think he
Just
did.
barely.
Probably botched it,
Mm.
and,
It's a sad situation.
Just barely made it.
Okay, though.
yeah. They flew
Barely made it, barely made it.
to, Washington Regional.
Mhm.
This big ass field, and I like it. Maybe I like
They
it.
took her by raising ambulance to Mercy.
Oh,
God, I remember that
yeah,
song.
but that was
So
a
yeah, it was pretty rough.
So what's his name?
So if you
Enrique
get the
Iglesias.
hotels, you have to like do it by the week and put them all together for.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
Oh,
Oh, she
I
can
couldn't
carry
imagine.
that stuff up
She's a
there,
strong
but I
woman.
can't.
It is a strong woman to figure all that out.
Unless I buy
Absolutely.
another trailer.
Slowly, Hardin starts to progress to actual movements. He describes organizing his wife's medication for the week and goes into a long story about how she had been hit by a drunk driver. Cordero uses this to her advantage, and instead of cutting him off, she expresses concern for Linda. This reaffirms her position as a sympathetic figure, as most people are more likely to trust an individual that seems to care about
Look at
someone
all
that is
this
important to them.
grass. The wonderful sight.
No wonder you let her watch whatever she wants on
This
TV.
thing goes
This is Detective
26 miles an
Cordero.
hour.
Debbie
The other one
disciplined after
goes
pulling over a school
15.
bus for daughter. Oh my
That's why
god.
we have it.
Okay, you should be able to do this in Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you're a cop in Arkansas, this is like one of the many benefits. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, I thought that's kind of what cops do for the most part. They use their wee woo sirens to stop people and shit, you know? Like, that makes no sense. Be careful clicking articles about this guy, you might get spoiled. No, that's the detective, not him.
Yeah.
I don't blame you on that.
Oh, you're probably not like your house, huh?
No, I'm the only one in my house, so I get that anyways.
Oh, shit.
So,
Let's see.
well, at least you got a day off from household chores, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Did you just prep for getting ready for work tonight?
So we own
Pretty much just
Yeah.
armed items, we own the tractor, we own the
Did you
harvester,
get anything done outside today?
trailer
It
header.
was so nice today. It was beautiful.
I don't know. It was like 80 degrees
Yeah.
anymore.
It was amazing outside.
Why do I have
I don't know. It's messing with my allergies today, though.
Mine too. That's
to return that?
one part of my,
Yes, I don't know why I have
when
that.
my eyes get all itchy and stuff.
Oh yeah, mine too.
You know, I was sitting in that car, not Brian's car, but the other one. So, that, I think it was a dog car.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but, I was sitting there like that for a little bit and, just started sweating and pouring to get my eyes and I was like, well, I think I'm hopped up on cocaine.
Yeah.
Look at him like moving his feet like a baby. He's done. He's captivated. He's like, yeah, I got allergies. I hate it. My eyes get all soggy and they get all sore when I rub on them. Also, I did a murder. Yeah, that's right. Before you detained me, I was doing a murder.
No, I think we all know better than that. Did you get to experience outside today at all?
Not really.
No? Oh my gosh.
I know.
Did you a little bit at least? Get outside, do any yard work today, anything like that? No?
Do any yard work today?
Oh, damn.
Fed the chickens.
This is
Oh,
the
yeah.
artwork I
Fed
do.
the chickens. And threw some
Right, Donna.
seed out, some grass seed out there in front of the front porch.
She's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Cordero's efforts
This
are
is
starting to
definitely
pay
the
off,
only
as he
yard
has now
work
gotten
you
him to
do.
admit to going outside, which is a step forward from his earlier claim of doing nothing but watching TV. He tells her that he went out to feed the chicken and spread grass seed, which lines up with what his wife has told him in her statement.
Does it take a long time? I've never done that before.
Now, had the dog, my dog used to be on the leash, he runs off.
Oh, it is.
So I have to have him on the chain. He's in the house or on the
If
truck.
Jim Smith is beaking, she's honey potting.
Usually so. And I hate that because he's a running, he likes to run and stuff, but.
Hal Pal, 36 months with his himbo makes you rethink some things. 36 months subscriber, dude. Shouts out to Hal Pal. Okay, let's take a look. I gotta pull his. I'm gonna pull his chat logs for a second. 4 timeouts. 36 months subscriber. 4 timeouts. Be more like Hal Pal. Okay. Wait, did I even gender you? I thought I was, using no gender. That's right, dude. I got censored for sussy. Does that count against me? Maestro Panda, 29 months. Let's see how many times this person's been. 18? Damn. Pretty good too. Okay, I respect that. Damn, I got some. Once the members of this community make it through the 9-month period, like once they make it through the 9-month brain rot, they're like they never get banned. It's very rare when someone who's like a 24-month subscriber plus subscriber is like a bad chatter. I think I've only been timed out once for something in like 19 months.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to have talked to him too, man, and he just goes and goes, and
Yeah.
who knows, he gets in all kinds of mischief, so, so I'm moving him in the backyard now, but he was, I had him on a post in the front yard,
Mhm.
and he would get to running and scratch the ground up like that,
Yeah.
and he just made a big mess, big embarrassing spot out there, so I threw some grass seed out that I bought up at, I think it got a Dollar General.
Oh, really? Is that pretty time
Man,
consuming?
I'm not gonna make it. It's bedtime.
I feel like that'd be hard. Is it pretty simple?
But
You just
for the good
you
stuff.
don't have like a...
Pour water on it. Well, if you do it right, it might be, but I just.
one
Good
of
night,
those
friends.
machines that he laid out for you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
The seat.
spread her